Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tyler, and welcome back to Scorpio Oxman channel. Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's his birthday was last week, 10 days ago. That was the February the 17th, and he is 62. He turned 62 this year, and so. Uh, I meant to get around. Now, first, I wanted to mention that this is the very first time, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's the first time Michael Jordan is the first celebrity or famous somebody who I've done a video about three times. I think this is the third video that I've done about him. And it's the first time I've done one on a celebrity that many times, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, so that's something that I wanted to mention and put out there. And I something that I uh, always something that I've noticed for quite some time for the last few years, I believe, is when I started researching the Mayan astrology. Okay, so there's an astrology a system with the Mayan zodiac and basically the Mayan calendar. Okay, and so there are 20 signs in the Mayan astrology zodiac. One of them, they say, is the most powerful of all of them. So basically, it begins with the sign of the dragon or the crocodile is the first one. The second one is wind. The third one is night. And the fourth one, which is me, is the sign of the lizard or the seed, is what the name of it. And the fifth one is the serpent. Number six is uh, the world bridger. And then after that there's the uh after the world bridger there's the deer, the sign of the deer or the hand is another name of it, and then the star, and it goes there's 20 of the signs, and it begins with the dragon or the crocodile, and the last sign of the Mayan zodiac is the sun, the sign of the sun, as in the sun, the colossal star that keeps planet Earth warm, of course. So now this is in regards to our day sign. I talk about the day signs of ours in the Vietnamese astrology or Chinese astrology, as it's called, and of course primal astrology. And I've mentioned about Michael Jordan, him being born on day of the koala in primal astrology. He is the spirit. Michael Jordan is spirit of the koala in primal astrology, and that means that he has a Scorpio moon, and he is born day of the cat in the Vietnamese astrology, or in Chinese astrology, it would be day of the rabbit. So whether you want to call it a cat or a rabbit, but I go the Vietnamese astrology is the one is sometimes the one that I just go by. So I would say day of the cat. But yeah, so and then the combination of the Scorpio cat is the spirit of the koala in primal astrology. So, but when you look at Michael Jordan's Mayan astrology zodiac, what day is he born on in the Mayan astrology? Let's take a look at that and let's read about the sign that and of course, I already mentioned it, but of course, what's ironic, something I want to mention as well, Michael Jordan is born day of the cat. Ironically, today, February 27, 2025, today is also Day of the Cat in Vietnamese astrology or Chinese astrology. That's just a coincidence. That's probably just a coincidence, of course. Um, but of course, His birthday 10 days ago, it was day of the fire snake, 10 days ago. Yes. So in the Vietnamese cycle, it was day of the snake, the fire snake. Today's day of the fire cat in in the Vietnamese astrology. So let's go. I'm gonna show you the website, and it was only in recent years that I've been researching on the Mayan zodiac, as I mentioned. So there's this website, and it's called 13moon.com. And okay, now I'm just going to go right to, I'll show you the website here. And of course, I'm going to leave the link of it below for you guys to explore on and research on as you wish. And it's incredibly fascinating about the Mayan zodiac, which has, so the Vietnamese astrology or Chinese astrology, it has 12 signs, as we know. The Mayan zodiac has 20, 20. So a double 10. So that's pretty fascinating. And so I'm just going to go ahead to the calculator, and here it is right here. Now, as you can see, today's February 27, 2025. So today oh, look at this. And I think I just realized this right now. Today in the Mayan zodiac, in terms of the day signs, today is day of the eagle. As you can see here, the blue eagle. And so it's the kin number here, that means day number 235. There's actually 200, there are 260 days in the Mayan calendar, if I'm not mistaken. It's not 365 like our regular calendar is. The name of it, yeah, our regular Gregorian calendar, 365 days. But in the Mayan calendar, it's actually 260. So today we're on the 235th day of 235th day uh of the Mayan calendar. There's something I just realized right now. I wanna confess something to you right now because there's something quite interesting. You could call it rather strange, but for some reason, and I never even knew this until now. I never knew that today was the 235th day until now, as I see the kin number. The kin number is the number of the what number day in the Mayan calendar. But I see, okay, so I see that today is the 235th day that we're in on the Mayan calendar. Last night, and pretty much since yesterday and today, the number 235 has crossed my mind. This kind of sounds spooky, but I never knew it was, so again, I never knew it was the 235th day today until now. But what I can tell you is in the last 24 hours or so, for some reason, the number 235 has crossed my mind. I've thought of it. The reason I've thought of it has to do with the game of golf, because I was studying what I did was, and this is the reason why the number 235 crossed my mind, because I was examining and studying the game of golf about how a 2-iron could potentially go 215, 225 yards. So 225 yards with a 2-iron. So I thought, okay, if a 2-iron could go 225 and a 3-iron could go 215 yards. So this is golf talk in terms of yardage, how far a golf ball could go when being hit by a 3 iron or a 2 iron, okay, in the game of golf. So I thought, okay, so I didn't see I didn't see or it didn't show how far it would go, how far the ball would go with a 1 iron, but I estimated that the yardage that a ball would go when hit by a 1 iron would be 235 yards. I was estimating that. So that is the reason why 230 the number 235 crossed my mind. So maybe that's a coincidence. Maybe it's a coincidence that today happens to be the 235th day in the Mayan zodiac. So maybe it's a coincidence, but me being an astrology professor, as I would call myself by hobby, an astrology professor by hobby, or and it's quite in this case it's numerology, kind of like numerology, in that, which is the science of numbers. That could be, it could be a coincidence, but me as a professor of this sciences, I would imagine that it's not a coincidence that that number randomly crosses my mind in the last day, so that's quite interesting. Um, so yeah, that's pretty yeah, so that was quite fascinating, I thought, that I just noticed just now. So, um, so going to Michael Jordan's birthday. So he's February 17, 1963. So what day of the Mayan zodiac was Michael Jordan born on? So here he is, February 7th, and you guys would definitely know this, if you looked him up, of his date of birth, his rising sign as well. And yes, February 17, 1963. So here it is right here. So Michael Jordan, yes, so he's born on the 215th day of the Mayan zodiac. As you can see, Michael Jordan was born on day of the eagle in the Mayan astrology or Mayan calendar. As you can see right here, the eagle. Now, so for the record, I have read, and I'll find the article. I'll find the article to show you guys eventually sometime, but I'll just mention that I did read it was somewhere on this website that I read that the sign of the eagle is the most powerful sign in the Mayan zodiac. So there you have it. So Michael Jordan born day of the eagle, probably no surprise. So there you have it. So I wanted to point that out today and show about that in regards to Michael Jordan. And so yeah, the sign of the eagle, the blue eagle, is the most powerful of all the 20 signs of the Mayan zodiac. And as it mentions, so I will mention off the top that other celebrities who were born on Day of the Eagle, some who are still living. So Jessica Alba is one. So Jessica Alba was born Day of the Eagle. Some very famous people in history who were born Day of the Eagle was Bobby Fischer, the chess player. So Bobby Fischer, the chess player, is born March the 9th, 1943. If as I'm pretty sure that's his birthday. He's so Bobby Fischer, the famous American chess player, world champion chess player, one of the greatest all time, probably. He's Day of the Eagle. So go figure. And somebody else who was born on Day of the Eagle that I found out was a famous animal conservationist man who was Steve Irwin. Steve Irwin, who was from Australia, and he was nicknamed the Crocodile Hunter. So the crocodile hunter Steve Irwin, born 1962, February 22nd. His birthday was recent, which 19 February 22, 1962 was his. So, and I did a video on him before as well. And so he was born when I saw he was born Day of the Eagle. That was no surprise at all. So for sure, Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter. And so yeah, so you see how some famous people in history, they're if they're born Day of the Eagle, it wouldn't surprise you. So some of them, yeah, some of the I wasn't with these people that I mentioned, the celebrities and famous people. No surprise for sure. So, okay, guys, thanks again for watching today. And yeah, I'll leave this link for you on the galactic calendar, Make Everyday Magic. The that's 13moon.com is the name of the site. Yeah, and I'll leave it below. And yeah, so and happy definitely a happy birthday to Michael Jordan. Again, 60 second of his. So thanks again, guys, for watching today. And again, keep your questions. Keep sending me your questions at scorpiooxman@gmail.com. That is scorpiooxman@gmail.com. I answer your questions for free. So thanks again, guys. And until next time, all the best. God bless. Take care. Lots of love.